Hello? Oh, my goodness. What the heck was all that about? Okay, looks like it's reconnected. What on earth, OBS? Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Sunless Studios live stream after a very long hiatus. Technical difficulties have been pretty constant. I mean, seriously constant. It was crazy. Thank goodness. Thank goodness you can hear me now. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Okay, so first, I had a Windows Update issue with the last stream that I attempted to do, of course. But you know what? I didn't prep ahead of time that time. This time I did, but I guess not fully because there were some things that I still, like the mic right here, but there were other things too, like Twitch logged me out of the things that I had been logged in, like the chat bots and stuff like that. So, you know, gotta keep tabs on those things even when you're on a little hiatus. That's always fun. Wonderful. Hello. Hey, Keto, Mr. Husband. Hello, Harp. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. It's been quite a bit of time. So I had COVID. I had the dreaded C, the evil virus, and I have a little bit of a cough. So I'm gonna try not to cough on stream, but I do have a bit of a cough still, which is no fun. But yeah, it's wreaked havoc on my asthma, and that's never any fun. Yeah, so unfortunately, that was kind of a bit of an issue, but I'm getting a little bit better now, which is great. I'm way better than I was. That's for darn sure. So, looks like at least my corner cam is working. See, I was worried that the MAC address would kind of refresh on that, and I would have to completely switch that up as well, but it seems to be that that's not an issue this time. But hey everybody, how are you doing lately? It's been quite a bit of time since I've been on stream. And also, Harp, I can ask you a question. You have a stream schedule up on your Twitch. It says on my end, and I don't know that it's adjusted for time zones, it says 12 p.m., but I've noticed you're not streaming at 12 p.m., so I go on there and I notice that you stream much earlier in the days and I keep missing it. But I think that it's a time zone difference, and I don't think it's adjusting to my actual time zone. So did you set it to 12 p.m. for your time? I'm not sure what Twitch is doing. I'm doing good. I'm glad y'all recovered. What? Oh yeah, I ditched it. Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, oh, this cough. I was so confused. I was wondering when I was going to be able to catch you, and so I thought I would adhere to the schedule, but the schedule, I thought maybe it had something to do with like time zones. I just wasn't, wasn't understanding or something. And I thought that Twitch was supposed to automatically adjust it, so I was a little bit confused about that, but I'm glad to know that that it's not me just, being kind of a dingus, I guess. It's usually, I've noticed that you're on really, really early for my time, but I'm trying to catch you. Every time I look, I see that you streamed and it's already passed, and I'm just like, it's crazy, dude. Crazy. I found it hard to stick, especially starting at 6 a.m. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that's 6 a.m. your time? Or oh my gosh, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So doing whenever is it's kind of freeing, you know? You can just like do it whenever. I make a schedule more for myself so that I can set aside this time to like paint and stuff. But definitely if I could just do it freely, like whenever, you would bet I definitely would do that because oh my gosh, that would be so freeing. Yeah. Ah. It's when my daughter, she's, you know, gone to bed for the night, and of course tonight she's kind of playing in her room. She just decided she's not sleeping, I guess. I don't know. I have her listening to her music, watching her movie. Her favorite movie right now is Destiny Deoxys, the Pokemon movie. She's obsessed with it. She loves it. Yeah, 6 a.m. for my time. Oh my gosh. That's roughly 12 a.m. for me here. Yo. That's wild. I should maybe update my schedule to have more of a larger window. It's usually when everyone is asleep. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was that Robin? Was that my daughter? She slammed the door. What is she doing? Oh my gosh. That's craziness. Alright, I'm drinking my delicious night coffee. It tastes wonderful. And it's going to help me get through the night and stay awake, which has been really hard to do ever since I got the dreaded C word, the COVID. Ever since I got COVID. It's become pretty difficult to stay awake. Let's see. But Americans in the UK are just waking up. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Totally. And like, I'm probably personally, like my time, I'm usually waking up between like 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. with my daughter, but not every day. Sometimes she sleeps in, and so therefore I sleep in because she comes to wake me up. Yeah, so you never know. This is my first time using this big poofy brush, and I kind of thought maybe I should kind of start to like, I don't know, get some darker colors in there and kind of stain that. Just kind of do this just a bit. A nice little violet here. So this is gonna be pretty hard for me to jump back into, I think. Oh, that stains so nicely though. Oh my goodness, that's actually nice. This is gonna be hard for me to get back into. No doubt. Because it's been a few weeks since I've been on here. And I mean, it's hard. It's hard to look back at what I've been working on and like just not really fully knowing what I set out to do next or what I wanted to do next. It's challenging. It's a challenge. I feel like I'm missing something here. Magenta, I suppose, is what I'm missing on here. I think I'm missing magenta. That's okay. I just didn't put it on there, but I do have magenta. Okay. And then there's some of this going on here. With this nice, super dark color. Yeah. It's a little scratchy, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah. Gotta get back into it, man. It's pretty challenging. So you might have noticed that the Petco and Brewster rewards are gone. They're missing. Where did they go? You might be wondering. So I use a third-party application. It's pretty gosh darn cool. It's actually really wonderful. But, you know, with anything third party, you're kind of relying on, like, their servers to be, like, functional and working. And sometimes that's just not possible. So unfortunately, Trigger Fire, the thing that I like to use personally for a lot of the stuff that I do on here, some of the interactability, all the interactive stuff, they're kind of having issues right now. They're sort of a little bit down. And that's not to say, like, it's going to stay that way. I mean, I think it's just some, like, server issues that they might be fixing soon, and other people are having, like, kind of the same problems too. Like, some of the channel point rewards are just not, like, working. And, it's, like, got to do with, like, images loading in their thing. And so, like, if they don't fix it, I have a backup plan. So, don't worry. We can still do the Pecos and Brewster channel point rewards at some point. But yeah, just having some issues right now. They're having sort of some issues. I'm kind of like going crazy with the brush right now. I'm kind of darkening up these trees a little bit so that we can add a little bit more dynamic lighting. We have a lot to do still on this painting. It's kind of crazy how much we still have left to do. Still have so much left to do. So, pretty cool stuff. Over the weekend, we got to go to my second ever event. I got to go to a vendor event, and I got to have a little booth set up with my art, and it was great. So the place wasn't quite, it looks so pretty. Thank you so much. I adore you. I adore you, Harv. Thank you for your kind words. At the event, it was kind of not really like fully what we were kind of expecting exactly, which is like it's crazy. So we were kind of expecting like this nice park and stuff, and when we got there, it was, well, it was like a dirt lot dog park. I'm not really sure how to describe it. We were expecting kind of like this park, and it was like a dog park, I think, but it was like super bare bones. And there were like horses and cattle and stuff, and they had like riding classes nearby. It was a dirt lot, yeah. Park in progress, right? Yeah, it kind of was. It looked the way that our little city here, our little place looked when we first moved out here. It was mostly just dirt. But yeah, I mean, it was nice because of the atmosphere and because of everything that was going on. It was definitely not exactly like what we were expecting. It wasn't what we were expecting. But you know what? It was really cool because they had like bouncy castles set up there for the event. And that was actually really neat, I thought. I thought it was really, really great. But it was pretty strange. When we got there, it was like super bare bones. And I liked it. Like, I still thought it was really cool being there. It was just like, it was just for dogs, I guess, and yeah, there was like nothing going on there, and it was super out of the way too. Like, there was no foot traffic, and we kind of weren't really expecting that too, because our first event that we did, we went in front of a mall. We were in front of a mall, so it was quite a bit of foot traffic. It wasn't like super crazy, but it was like, and it was still one of their slow days there, but the event that we just recently went to was very, very, like, not a lot of new people entering in, and all the people that went there definitely knew about the event, so they were there for a reason, which is, in its own way, it was a good thing. It was a very positive thing, because all of those people are there for a purpose, for a reason. They know what they're getting into, and so they're not like just random wanderers at a mall. They're like kind of there with the intent to see the event, all the vendors and the people that are there. It was intentional. People were there for a reason. Oh, Lemon Flip! Hello! Welcome! Sunla had the best art by far. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet! What such weird place to hold an event. It was nuts. She did. Her stand got more attention than most. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you very, very much. Yeah, I mean, it was very strange, Harp. It was like, it was cool because they had like this raffle, so they weren't exactly clear in their verbiage with, you know, when I went to do the paperwork and sign to do this whole vending thing, and I paid the fee and all that, they weren't exactly clear in the paperwork about like this raffle thing that was going on. So in the paperwork it says, like, it said something about like, you know, make sure that you kind of hold your own event sort of thing, or just like, you know, do a raffle to attract attention. And then they also had this other section in it that said something about a silent auction. So I was under the impression that I had to host my own raffle, and I did set it up that way, but nobody seemed to be really interested in sticking around, and there wasn't a lot of foot traffic, so I just botched that idea. I just took it because it didn't make any sense, and that's not what they were asking for. So I was just like, alright, we're not going to do that raffle then. And that was perfectly good and dandy. But like, I don't know, it was so, the verbiage was so strange, and I tried to host that thing, and then they had that silent auction. I did give up an item for the silent auction. I gave away a very small painting of mine. It was a little red dragon with these horns and white eyes. And I painted that like a couple years ago, and I think I spent like 2 hours on it or something. Nothing too crazy. I just like lay there, and it was kind of sort of an acrylic painting warm-up sort of thing. And so I just gave that. And it seemed to be one of the first prizes to go, I thought. At least it wasn't there at the stand when I went up there, so I think somebody had won that. But it was their raffle. It was a centralized raffle at the main event booth. So I totally thought that we were supposed to host our own in tandem with their silent auction. Nope. No, nada. And it definitely did make things much less complicated. I will say that I was pretty happy about that. I was pretty happy about that because it was less work for me. It was less work for me. That was it. Alright, that's so good to hear. Come to Australia so I can buy some art. Ooh, hosting your own would have been so cool. It would have been. It would have been neat. If there were more things going on, I definitely could have, but it just didn't seem like there were a lot of people around, and so I was just like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna kind of do whatever, right? Like, I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, like, make my own, and if nobody's interested, I'll just take it down. Like, well, whatever, right? Like, it's all good. Yeah, it was unfortunate that it kind of like wasn't supposed to be. People seemed confused, especially like the event manager, the event coordinator. She was she came over to my stand and she was like, you know, getting everything all squared away, and so it was like she came over to look at all of the vendors' booths, and she saw mine and she saw that, and she just looked at it for a little bit, but she didn't really question it. And so I thought, like, okay. And she was probably a little bit confused herself, and other people weren't hosting their own things, so I was just like, oh. So I was the only person who misinterpreted it, I guess, but, you know, it would have been pretty cool anyways. She probably was all good with it, you know, would have been fine. Oh, yo! It's Noelle, how you doing? Is that a JoJo reference? JoJo? Wait, is what a JoJo reference? I actually didn't reference JoJo, if you're actually legitimately wondering. But hello, welcome, thank you for being here. It's been quite a bit, huh? Yeah, so I had my own little booth where I got to sell my little art, and it was super duper fun. And I found a few wonderful supporters and earned a bit of money there. So that was really, really nice. There were some really cool people that were there. And I had a really wonderful time myself. It was really quite great. So yeah, so I'm kind of like right now, I'm just kind of working on the reflection a little bit. And then I gotta kind of darken this up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and get some cyan. I do like cyan. Cyan's very, very cool. As in like a cool blue. There we go. Still working on that reflection. It's still gonna take me a little bit of time. I'm okay enough, just recovering. Recovering. It was really just a pet adoption benefit. Oh yeah. They had live music and some crafters and some people selling stuff. Yeah, the benefit was pretty neat. It was cool, very small townish. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. I had a good time. Yeah, it was actually really, really fun. So I hadn't really said much positive stuff up to this point, have I? But let me tell you, it actually really was a good event. So it was like super out of the way, and it was like super, you know, just, you know, definitely small town vibes, just like Lemon Fluff had said. It was pretty chill, and the cool thing about that though was it was pretty tight-knit. Like pretty much everybody has connections with everybody, and everybody was so friendly, and it was just a really nice atmosphere. Everybody was super awesome and friendly, and had a lot like a lot of the people were like super new at what they were doing. And I thought it was really cool because I felt like I fit right in with the people that were there. It was just a very, very nice event that we went to. And honestly, to tell you the truth, even if I hadn't made any money there, I would have like literally paid the vendor fee just to have an outing like that anyways. You know, with my family, because that's pretty much what we did. We just had like a nice day out, and but then there were people that did support, so it was like, it ended up being like a really good thing. In all of those aspects, I met some really cool people, and sorry guys, I'm concentrating on the lines. There we go. I met some really cool people, and yeah, it was just a really nice time out anyways with the fam. So yeah, we would have been out doing that stuff anyways. Yeah, it was a nice day out with the family. It absolutely was. I had to go to the hospital recently for stuff. Oh no. What's going on? Baby girl had a fun time playing with kids. Oh yeah, she got to play with a bunch of kids. Noelle, what happened? You had to go to the hospital. Is everything okay, dude? My dude, my friend, my body. Trying to make some shiny stuff here, like some lines and things. A little more whites to get some more. Get some more colors in here. That's not what this brush is like supposed to be for, so I'm just kind of doing some weird stuff right now. Ice. Ice is nice. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'll be fine as long as I stick to my antibiotic treatment. Oh no, so you had a bacterial infection? Guru of Lost Guru of Time. I keep wanting to say Guru of the Lost Fog. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. The issue itself isn't much for pleasant discussion though, unfortunately. Oh, okay, so it's kind of something that's personal, I would imagine. That sucks, dude. I'm so sorry. Well, so you got your antibiotics, right? Well, hopefully you start to do better soon. That's really important if you've got a bacterial infection. Yeah, an infection. They squeam me out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately they do happen though, and infections are just, they're no fun. But you know what? With antibiotics, if it's a bad infection and you need antibiotics, use antibiotics, dude. Like, they are a lifesaver, literally. It's incredibly important. Yeah, I don't need them very often, but there have been times where I've definitely needed antibiotics. Like, there have been a few times where I've had strep throat, my body wasn't curing it on its own, and I've needed the antibiotics for that. And, yeah, it's just a pain in the butt, especially if it's something that's, like, really serious. They're going to put you on antibiotics, you gotta take them. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're on them now and that you've gotten your treatment. So, hopefully, you start to do a lot better soon. I'm so sorry that you're going through that right now. That's no fun. Heh. Sorry if I feel down during the stream. Oh no! It sounds like you're going through a rough time too, Guru. Well, no worries. Hopefully I can provide a nice chill place for you so that you can try to get your mind off of some of the less exciting things that are going on. Because I think that painting makes for a really good escape from stuff that's just going on. cough all I want while the robo beeps are going off. Oh boy, robo beep, Sunla. That is me. I'm robo beeping. Wonderful. I sound. Speaking facts, there I am. I got blurped. I'm back. Yay! Hilarious. Guru, I know the world news is everything's just getting worse, dude. Everything's just terrible right now with the world news. I try to get my mind off of that stuff. I know a lot of it's out of our power, and so, like, you know, here I am painting dragons. It makes me happy, and there are just some things that we just do to kind of escape what's going on, because a lot of it really is out of our power. We just kind of have to sit there and hope and pray for the people who are affected right now. Seriously, my heart goes out to all the people that are affected right now. War is not something to be taken lightly. It's crazy. In robo form. Not even in the mood to be a smart one. Yeah. That was the most deep and thought-provoking stance on global politics I've ever heard. There it is. Yeah, war is definitely not something to be taken lightly, but here, you know, we really can't do anything. And so we're going to stand by and we're going to watch the news, and I don't know. I'm just here as a person who's just kind of watching. I can't really affect anything, so I just kind of sit there and hope for the best, I guess, and paint away the hours. It's a good pastime. I think it's important that we all have some creative outlets, because there aren't going to be good things happening every day. And I think having a creative outlet just kind of helps escape those things. Because it's not great, you know what I mean? Like I just got over COVID, and COVID is literally everywhere, and I'm vaccinated, by the way, and that didn't matter. I still got real sick. And yeah, I mean, the world is just, it's nuts right now. Everything's crazy. Through historical events non-stop right now. And it would be nice for that to kind of calm down. So yeah, I mean, painting, honestly, I will tell you, it just helps. It helps so much to have a nice creative outlet. Yay, we're on chill theme. We are. It's super chill. Yeah. So, I mean, and politics really isn't my place of discussion. I will tell you, for sure, I mostly keep my nose out of politics, because it's just not my place. But I do respect the opinions of those who do have things to say. And I do really wish that that people in power were just better people in general. And that's just not the way that it goes down. Unfortunately, so many people are being hurt by some stupid, can't even be mad right now. Sorry. I understand. Yeah, I understand it. It's very disturbing. Yeah, it sure is. I'm gonna take a nice sip of my night coffee. Let me tell you what brings me absolute pure bliss is literally just a big shot of caffeine. Personally, like that first cup of coffee in the morning is like the best. It just brings me like all of this, I get flooded with these like happy feelings, and then I think of all of these ideas. My head is just rushed with creative idea after creative idea, and then it goes away after the caffeine dissipates. But but oh my gosh, it's such a good feeling. Oh yeah, coffee. Coffee is so good, you guys. Oh, I'm enjoying it extra for you guys. So hopefully it'll bring you, it'll seep out of the live stream and bring you just as much joy. It's not my first coffee of the day, unfortunately, but it still brings me joy. I'm gonna bring out the big filbert brush. You're teasing me. Oh man, night coffee, dude. Night coffee helps me get through the night with my night live streams. Alright, so I need to add some more dynamic colors with this thing. I really do. In fact, I might start adding black. This is gonna get kind of bold, you guys. This is gonna get kind of bold, but it needs to happen. My brain tells me so. It tells me I need to do this. Alright? Are you ready? Because I haven't been bold enough with this painting. I just haven't. It's just, it's kind of stagnating. So we need to start kind of like doing some crazy stuff here. And, you know, ruined a painting might become real, but you know what? It's really important that I get kind of bold with these colors, because if I don't, this painting is going to get stale. It's just gonna get real stale. Okay, so some of these dark colors need to kind of get even darker, especially in over right here, right there. Okay. The coffee is just, it's absolutely going to help. It has to. I'm just looking at this painting and thinking to myself, it's just not enough. Oh my gosh, bitch, dude. The dragon is on thin ice. Hilarious. You are so wonderful. Thank you so much for this. 2 weeks prior to this event, I decided to cancel my video game making due to someone in the family threatening to take me to court over it. What? Take you to court over making a video game? Dude, what's going on? What is happening? You said a family member or someone in the family? A family member? Wanted to take you to court over a video game? Oh man, this sounds like kind of a crazy story. So you decided to just kind of like lay low then? Or what's the dealio with that? That's pretty wild, man. Sorry to hear that. I've kind of like, personally, I've kind of had my own personal run-ins with some people who were not family, but like a friend before, who was kind of like vindictive in a sense, where, you know, we were kind of bouncing ideas off of each other, and well, she didn't like that. She sure liked to use my ideas, but you know, when I kind of used her ideas as well, it wasn't, the feeling wasn't reciprocated. Like, I, you know, willingly gave up everything about how I like do my Etsy and stuff like that, and how I make my lanyards, and she used all of that info. And then when she told me how she made keychains, she got so mad, and she didn't threaten to take me to court, but she did cyber stalk me and had her friends rally against me. I'm not like a tea live streamer, so I you know, don't really talk about that kind of stuff usually. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here. There's that Lurkosaurus Rex. I'll be right back, but I'm gonna leave you on Lurk. Thank you. Thank you for standing by. Enjoy your time. Thank you, thank you. They're sticking around. Yeah, so really a tea, like a tea live streamer. So yeah, so I don't really talk about that stuff so much, but I'm pretty much an open book with these types of things anyways. But yeah, she had her friends. This was like years ago though. This isn't like anything recent. But basically she was trying to keep me down because she was a little bit jealous, and I was actually going to have my first vendor event, my very, very first vendor event way back in the day. And we were going to do that together. And she decided to ghost me because she knew the event hosts. And so that's kind of how I had my shoe in. And then, you know, she ghosted me because she was a jelly toast, I guess. Because she didn't like that I was also making the things that she was similar to the things that she was making. Not exactly the same things. But just, you know, keychains. Keychains using a similar method, but with my own spin. And it was like right after I told her how I make my lanyards, and she started doing that. And then she like undercut my prices and stuff too. Like I thought we were, like, I was cool with it. And I told her everything, and I thought we were just kind of on those terms, but apparently not. No, I decided to completely erase everything of that. Basically, burn the entire notebook and sketchbook. I give up with trying to be creative. Creativity always got me hurt. It's cursed, never a gift. The family member in question is the same problematic one from 2020. Oh, dear. I'm so sorry to hear all about that. That's really wild. Yeah, that's never any fun. And I don't think that creativity in of itself is a bad thing, but I do think that people trying to keep you down and trying to suppress your creativity, just think of it this way. Your creativity gets people so riled up and so upset. That's the kind of power that you have over them. Don't think of it as a curse. Think of it as something like you're living in their brain rent-free, baby. Seriously. I mean, people kind of act wild when they're, you know, upset or jealous or just want to keep you down because they don't think that you should make it out there, but I don't think that you should listen to that, because you shouldn't hold yourself back for somebody else. You shouldn't hold yourself back. You shouldn't keep yourself low to appease somebody else because they're jealous. You know what I mean? Because if that's what it's coming down to, Guru, you should definitely respect yourself more than that. People have tried to keep me down. Friends, acquaintances, family. They just don't want to see me. They wouldn't want to see me succeed. And then, you know. And then I just do anyways. You cut those people out of your life. The best that you can anyway. I know sometimes it's really not possible or it's hard. But you are worth more than that. Back in elementary school, I got detention from the moment I got back from winter break through the last day of school because of creativity. 13 years ago. Cough. You know what? I think once again, that's one of those things that I just wouldn't listen to. You know, I think that you are probably making those connections because you're listening to them, right? You're listening for those connections. You're trying to connect patterns in your brain, and you're trying to, you know, attribute these types of things, these bad things that are happening to creativity. You're trying to pin it on something, and that makes sense. Our brains are designed to seek patterns. That's natural, but I don't think creativity should ever really be frowned upon or be a bad thing. And I think that people themselves can be very malicious and can try to suppress you. And I just don't think you should ever let them. I really think you are better than that. Especially with like trying to make a game. Like, how cool is that, right? But I think that the people who are successful in their creative paths,
don't give in to those people. Don't give in to the haters and the malicious people trying to pull you down. Because they're around. They're everywhere, dude. They're around. But you have to cut them out. You have to have at least a little bit of control when it comes to that stuff. Sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes it takes time. But yeah, I mean, definitely think your creativity is gold. I think it's worth more than that. I think you're capable of a lot. And I think people are jealous haters. Sunlight voice! Yay! Wonderful! Hey, don't apologize. I mean, I'm sure you can't really take me too seriously right now that I'm the small Sunla. I'm so itty bitty and small. But I just think you are worth way more than that, and I think you've got to give yourself more credit, man, because you are creative. You are a creative person with, obviously a very clear passion for games and a clear passion for wanting to design and make your game. And I think that it's important to leave your print on the world. Don't apologize, man. It's not your fault. You gotta squash the haters. They hate because you're good, you know? They hate because they want to be you. And you're better than that. Here we go. Words of wisdom, Smolla. You guys are great. I adore you. Yeah. Oh, but really, I really think it's just super important to have a creative outlet. I think creativity is a good thing. I think it's good to leave your print on the world. And I definitely think that you are worth way more than what you are allowing yourself to be, I suppose I should say. Way better. Here's a fun little scaly pattern over here. Scale patterns, ooh. I gotta start like working on the scale patterns a little bit more. I gotta do kind of like negative ones and kind of go in with the positive ones as well. This is kind of weird to explain. I'm gonna go in with the dark and make dark lines, and then also you gotta go in with the dark and make light lines. Ooh, there we go, celestial theme. Sorry about the coughs, you guys. I'm trying to suppress them, but post-COVID is evil. It's frustrating and mean. And, yeah, a little bit evil. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, so, let's go ahead and, like, give this guy, like, a nice claw. You can have a nice claw right there. We're gonna kind of make this dark up here. We're gonna bring that up there. I'm kind of painting sort of like watercolors right now. This isn't quite exactly what it's going to look like in the final product, but hey, I think it's important. Oh, whoa. Yo, I got a message from Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. It's actually a pal of mine who I met online. She is a mommy just like me. Oh my gosh, and she placed an order in my workshop. from what I could see, I think that she is getting this lovely print that I'm actually going to go ahead and show on camera right now because I can. She's going to get a print of glimmering beeswax. So this is like the daytime version painting. It's like not the one that's got like day and night, but
take a look. Here it is. And this is the one I'm going to go ahead and send off to Timmy Turner. But yeah, so she is super, super supportive and lovely and wonderful. And that's the one that she just purchased. So I'm going to go ahead and, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go ahead and probably package that and get that all ready tonight. Aw, the chipmunk voice keeps going. Oh my gosh. Oh, so did you, I think it's because you changed the scene right after. So, yo, there goes my camera, you guys. So I guess I got a few things to fix there. That was a while. Yeah, so if it's still going, that would mean that's because we changed over the theme before it ended. So I think it's like a 5-minute thing. But yo, like, that's just, I guess, not going to turn off now. Let's take a look. Hold on. Audio, input capture. We're going to look at the filter. And I'm going to go ahead and run a break, you guys. It's going to be, so Sunla voice, it looks like it's off. Okay. Okay, hold on. Small Sunla. Where is it at? Hamster voice. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's stopped. Alright, so yeah, that's a 5-minute thing. Okay, good. I love the Celestial theme. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, so I'm going to take a quick break. Oh, good, it's been off. Yeah, I think it's like a 5-minute thing. It takes a while, right? But it's a lot of fun. You guys, I'm going to take a real quick break while I reset up the camera. I'm probably only going to take like the small breaks. So in the meantime, those who are subscribed are going to enjoy a fun little video of Echo, my little bird, getting some little pets and love. Yeah, so apparently that happens. Some weird technical stuff happens. Sometimes with the redeemables, because I have so many of them. But yo, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run a quick little ad break. This helps squash pre-roll ads for people just entering. I'll be right back, you guys, while I get the camera reset up. Alright, I'm back. But, oh my gosh, I'm dropping things. Good lord. What happened there? Okay, so I'm back. Guru, don't worry about it. Seriously, I think it's awesome that you switched the celestial theme, and that wasn't even a glitch. Like, yeah, no, you guys just seriously just do whatever. I just know that there's some like weird glitches when it comes to trigger fire, and it's a thing that I can't fix, but I can fix manually. Like, I can't fix like prevent from happening, but I can fix them manually, so it's seriously no big deal. The whole thing is just like go as I go, and so if there's glitches, it's just whatever. And it's kind of funny too, because it's happened like probably 4 or 5 times now where I actually did have the small Sunlove voice just stuck for like a long time, like way longer than it was supposed to be. And it's hilarious. I like it. So don't even worry. Seriously. Okay, so I did something with my paintbrush. I am such a klutz. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am such a ditz. It's kind of nuts. Alright, I guess I'm just going to have to grab another paintbrush because how did I misplace my paintbrush, you guys? How does that even happen? But that's okay. Let's just grab a different one. All good here. We're just going to go ahead and grab, probably another Filbert brush. It's a very small one though. Very tiny and itty bitty. Yeah. Let's check it. My motivation is gone. Well, maybe you need to take a rest. Maybe you have burnout. You know? A lot of things can happen at once and just completely kill your motivation. Absolutely happens to me sometimes. So, you know, it could just be a case of burnout. I think that it's important that we listen to our psyche for the signs of these sorts of things. Because they happen. And they happen a lot. And I think a lot of times we ignore it. And we just need to kind of take a rest in whatever it is that we're doing. Yeah. It really does just happen. I think that motivation for me comes and goes, and sometimes it's gone. Sometimes things just happen and you feel so beat down. You really just need to take like a nice rest for yourself. And just, you know, allow yourself to kind of recalibrate, I suppose. It's important. Whoa. So we're just like adding like this dark layer there to make it more icy. Whoa. Kind of crazy. Adding these darker colors is definitely paying off. I don't even know what to do here. So I'm just kind of just trying. Yeah. And what you need also, Guru, is some more people who are uplifting in your life. Of course, that's not something that you can control, really. I mean, it has more to do with outside forces, but I just think it would be great. It'd be nice if people were a little bit more supportive of you. Yeah, it's important. It's important. Yeah. Oh, fun. So this painting is getting kind of interesting, I think. I really have to darken up some of these spots over here. Like really shiny looking ice there. Glad I can share these thoughts. My family is spiritual and are not the right ones to talk about this. So thank you. Well, I'm glad that you were able to open up, Guru. I'm so sorry about all the things that you're going through, and I think it's important to at least talk about them to someone. And yeah, I mean, I'm here as the shoulder you can lean on if you need to talk. That's how it be. And I'm glad that I could be helpful for you. I do hope that there can be a little bit more support in your life as well. I think that it's important that we all have some support to lean on, and you know, it's kind of difficult too when you do have, like, you know, parents or people in your life that are very close to you that are kind of, you know, just kind of in a different, they're in a different realm with things, you know what I mean? Like, if they are very spiritual and you are not, you're gonna feel kind of removed, and it's gonna feel like you're speaking different languages. So, yeah, so unfortunately, that is a difficult thing that you are going through. But yeah, like, for me, I just know that as well from firsthand experience. I have very spiritual parents as well. I don't live with them, but I did, obviously, once upon a time. And, you know, I got two sides of the family. Got two multiple sides of the family. And my parents are and have been separated since I was very small. Since I was a very, very small sunla. And, you know, both of the sides, though, everybody was, like, you know, religious, I suppose I should say. Not even just spiritual. Spiritual is almost a different, its own realm, its own thing. But definitely religious. They still are. And, you know what? That's okay. That's their thing. That's good. But we really aren't speaking the same language, you know, when we talk. It's almost like, you know, their advice and stuff like that is all very, very religious, and I don't really vibe with that. It just doesn't jive with me. That's it. Because it's just not, it doesn't speak to me that way, you know? I just don't, I'm just not. I'm not the one, you know, to be suggesting very, very religious things too, if that makes any sense. I'm just not the one. That's it. That's all it is. There we go. By whenever, I could maybe work on a new game. Still, no to any of the characters I had before. Oh, okay, so it's the characters that they had a problem with, maybe? I'm just guessing. USA seems to have a lot of religious families. Absolutely. My dad's side of the family, for example. Interesting. Oh, the characters. Are the characters your family? Oh, wow. Oh, that's kind of juicy, actually, if that's the case. It might not be, but, you know. It's kind of like, you know, that kid in the language arts class, or the kid in the, like, the English class, writing about, like writing their stories and stuff about, like, actual teachers and stuff like that. It's almost like, you know, it's kind of like the hidden message, and this person is guised as someone else. I've heard of that happening so much, and I think it's wonderful. I think it's creative, and I think it's expressive. And it can be pretty mean-spirited sometimes, but sometimes it's also just great, and it's a total caricature of, like, what the person actually is. Like, you never know. I think it's great. I never said that, nor implied. Oh, whoa, okay. It's just, you know, yeah, I was just kind of going off on a limb there, but, you know, I didn't think, I just, you know, thought maybe it was possible, but obviously I didn't think for sure. I just had to kind of make my guesses. Here in Australia, it's nowhere near that common, but it's not unheard of. Are the characters, like, against their belief or something? What's in my mouth? Jeez. Nor is it implied. Oh, okay. Well, you know. Just curious, you know? I'm just super curious. I'm keeping religion out of the game and vice versa. You know, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I don't like putting religion in any of my stuff. My drawings won't have religion in them. And, you know, in that sense, I think that I also can't do, like, gothic sort of stuff as well. Even though I, like, paint dragons and things like that. It's not, like, necessarily the aesthetic that's a problem. It's just, like, the things that, like, religious people assume from things that look kind of like, you know, like gothic, or things that kind of, like, have some, like, Wiccan ties to it. Like, you'll see lots of, like, dragon art and stuff like that, and fantasy art and stuff like that, with featuring things with, like, you know, designs like pentagrams and stuff like that, and people get kind of weird about that stuff. And I just like to keep that kind of discussion personally, out of my artwork and the dragons that I like to make. Because it's not about that, you know? It's about, like, it's about fantasy. It's about, like, delving into a fantasy land that's just, it's just nowhere near humans, and totally unattainable, and just kind of not credible. You know, it's just incredible, seriously. Just something that boggles your mind, just like dragons really would if you really saw them. Nah, I mean, like, they would see it as bad, I guess. No, they're just super religious. Sorry for going off on you. Just needed to nip the rumor before it started. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's all good. No, seriously, set the record straight. Whenever you need to set the record straight, you do it, man. Seriously, I don't want to, like, I don't want to be part of that, you know? Like, I don't want to cause anything. Or make any kind of, like, you know, notions that people might interpret as, like, factual. I literally know nothing about this. I'm just making guesses and stuff. So totally nip it in the bud. And, yeah. Definitely set the record straight when you need to. Glad you got the guts for it, you know? You do it, man. You do it. And that's awesome. It is. And I am making some decent progress tonight, I think. I think this is working out okay. I'm definitely going to have to, like, go over this quite a bit more. But, like, I'm kind of just happy to be making some progress, because I felt like I was kind of at a standstill before, and, well, that's just not okay, you know what I mean? It's just not okay. But when I start bringing in the bold colors, things start to kind of make a little bit more sense. Alright. A little bit. Not a lot. I'm still kind of figuring things out. I'm still fumbling around, but we're making some kind of progress. It's gonna take me time. Absolutely it will. Okay. Gotta get in here with some like bolder colors though. That's the thing. Is I need to like seriously, especially with the face here. Oh, but I need it to blend better. And in order to do that, there is something that I have for that. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. I never use religion or politics in anything I do. I really have nothing against it, just no interest in it, to be honest. I agree. Also, it stirs the pot a little bit too much, you know what I mean? People get too invested and too upset. I sounded a bit too aggressive when I said that. No, you didn't, Guru. I think that it's good when you set the record straight. I don't think you should worry about that. I think you, you know, I think you shut it down in a good way. I think that it's important. I think that it's important that you look out for yourself, especially in this sort of thing that you're going through right now. You know what I mean? Like you're telling me the facts of, you know, some stuff that's going on with your family, some kind of family drama and stuff like that. You don't want that kind of stuff circulating around. Totally agree with you. I think it's good. You are totally awesome. Definitely set that record straight. Don't let me start any rumors. Seriously. I'm on your side with this. Alright. Oh, how did you come up with Twitch channel rewards, etc.? I'm struggling besides some basic things and changing the mic. Knight, sorry to be such a downer. Dude, you're all good. Seriously. I hope you have an amazing night. Try to get some rest and seriously, man, don't be so hard on yourself. You're awesome. Just you know, just tell yourself that you're awesome tonight. Please, for me. Just tell yourself that you're doing good in life and you are great. I don't think you hear it enough. And I think that you should have that positive affirmation and you should recite that. Even if you think it's a lie, just say it anyway. Just psych yourself out, man. You are great. Don't give up. Yeah, I hope you have a super good night, Guru. Yeah, we both do. Yeah, so anyways, Harb. We're talking about the Twitch channel point rewards ideas. To be honest with you, most of my ideas come to me when I'm laying down and I'm trying to go to sleep and I might have some time to kill, or I just get up and I just work on it in the middle of the night. But I think a lot of it is just because I want to make a bunch of digital assets and things like that. And I just really like that. I really think that it's important, and I like that people can kind of have this influence on the stream, because my streams are literally just me sitting there painting, right? And that's not like exciting like gaming can be. A lot of gaming has a lot more visual stuff going on, a lot more interaction. And with painting, it's a very different ballgame. So, like, I'm on session, like, what, 12 of probably 20? So I have to do something to kind of make it, like, a little bit more interactive. And just to kind of get up there and kind of make up for the lack of interesting things that are actually going on. Like, I am talking, but that's all I've got. I've got my voice, I've got my paintbrush, I've got 2 cams, right? But I still think that it's important to be able to have that kind of something else and that kind of influence. So I just kind of do whatever. So Harf, if there are assets that you need, not asses, assets that you need, that I have, I make a lot of my own. Actually, I make like all of my own except for VST plugins. And I'm also trying to get into making digital assets for streamers, things like that. You have an abundance of them, but I'm talking about just like little graphics and things that can play, and just you know, little interesting things that you can do with them. For instance, there's a spinning star in my starting soon screen, and I got to actually animate that in After Effects. I made that completely myself. Same with the borders in here. I made that in After Effects. Like the border that's surrounding the screen to kind of make it look a little bit more alive. But I just kind of come up with these strange ideas, and I just really, really enjoy the interactability that they bring when I just can't really have that in an art stream naturally. Game streams are pretty, they're pretty interactive, you know what I mean? Like, people could do a channel points reward and somebody will like name their Pokemon after, you know, like after whatever they type or something. You know, it's just, there's so much that you can do with channel point rewards anyways. I have to make a lot of mine animated because I'm mostly hands-on with all of this stuff. So I gotta keep my hands on the paintings, right? So it's gotta be automated. But you know, there's a million things out there, and trust me, you'll come up with ideas. You're a very creative person yourself, and I know you will definitely be coming up with some really great ideas, and I'm sure you already have some in the works, right? I got them VST plugins, which are the voice ones, if you end up wanting to use those, like Smolsama. I was coming up with ideas, and then just like I get all this affiliate stuff unlocked, and that potential and ideas are just growing so much that it's overwhelming. Dude, I agree. I haven't even filled out all my emote slots, not even close. Ever since they rolled out the new follower emote slots, I haven't even had the chance to sit down on my computer and just make more emotes. Like, it's challenging, man. It's actually challenging to keep up with all those things. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot that we have kind of like been able to unlock, and there's a lot that you can do. It's just kind of impossible to keep up. Like, holy smokes. It really is, though. Seriously. Yeah. No worries, though. I mean, I think that it's definitely, it's almost not even at that point, it's not a matter of like having ideas as it is just having like the time to sit down and try your ideas. You know what I mean? Because like some of that time you're gonna want to spend actually streaming. But like, yeah, I mean, you're not really going to want to, you know what I mean? Like, you're not really going to want to sit down there and like make your stuff the whole entire time, because you're still gonna want to be streaming, but just roll things out periodically. Because you can't do it all at once. That's the thing. Just kind of like roll things out here and there. And I think that's really important to do, like to pace it out anyways, because, and trust me, I definitely did. I definitely paced things out. But I think that it's important to do that anyways, because, sorry, it gives people something to look forward to with each new stream that you have. And you are going to like be able to flaunt your new stuff. Like, this is new, this is new, this is new. And then people are interested to come try it out, right? And then just keep making new stuff. Just let that potential be there so that when you have those ideas, you can do them. You know what I mean? I think it's all super important. Oh, man. Thank you for the offer. Don't be like one of those graphics designers on Twitter. Oh, heck no. No. Yeah, you were getting inboxed from those people. My streams are like casual as heck, so I don't mind like messing mid-stream for a funny little joke. I'm still finding my footing though. You know what? Like with any content creator, you're going to kind of like find your voice and find your aesthetic and find your unique personality just through like experimenting and just by doing. So, like, don't let the analysis paralysis get to you, and I'm sure that you know that because you have been streaming, you have been dedicated to this. I mean, you reached affiliate, like, record speed, man. I'm so proud of you, man. You've really been working on it. So I just wanted to say, though, that you really just have to just do things and watch your streams back. And then just kind of find your voice, you know, find like you and find like what makes you unique and what makes you kind of like just be yourself, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you've heard that a million times before, but like, you know, you will kind of figure it out. You will kind of figure out your voice and your interesting aesthetic and stuff just by doing it, just by execution, just by executing the plan and going for it and listening back to those things. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's true. Every stream layout changes a bit. Like, I add something new or change tiny effects. Yeah, see, I mean, like, every time you are making some kind of adjustment, some kind of change, some kind of update, and that's really important. Even if it's small, it's always got to be something. Yeah, I've been trying and finding it. I'm getting used to my horrible voice, though. You don't have a horrible voice, stop it. You actually have a really nice voice. Yeah, you do. And I actually like listening to like content creators that have like kind of accents from around the world, to be honest with you, because like everything I hear over here and everything on television and everything is like just a United States North American accent over here. So we all sound like pretty much the same. And you know what, I actually just like, I like your accent. And to me, I have an accent to you, but like to me, you have an Australian accent, and I think that that's nice. It's listenable. That's what I'm gonna say. And there are some actual unpleasant accents out there too. Like, you know, I've actually personally, nothing against people who are living in Wisconsin, you guys are amazing. But I lived in Wisconsin for like a year. And the people up there, they speak kind of different a little bit. And they were kind of mean to me for the way that I talk. But, you know, it's not going to be everybody, but it was just like, you know, a couple people in a small town basically picking on me for the way that I talk. And like they said, like the way that I say the word gross upset them. They say it like this. They say it like gross. And they thought it was so funny that I said gross, and I said it the way that I said it. And like I was just like, what are you guys talking about here? Like you guys are But you know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm getting at here, but just I don't know if you catch my implications here, but holy mackerel. Their accents were literally no better is what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeehaw! Everyone says that it's so weird. No, you really have a nice voice. I can't believe your voice pierces your ears. I can't believe that. Yeehaw! You like your accent. I also like the Midwest accent. Well, nice. That's great to hear. That is wonderful. Probably sound like an Arizonan because I am in Arizona. But I also kind of like just throw in random weird accents just because I'm a goober. But also some of it, I think, like my mom is from North Carolina, and so like some of, I think, her accent. Like, I sometimes talk and I sound a bit like my mother, and I think sometimes her accent shows through mine, and I am not from North Carolina, but sometimes I think, like, because she's my mom and I no longer talk to her, and it's like not an intentional thing that I try to do or anything of that nature, but like I think sometimes her accent that she would have sometimes shows through my voice as well, which is interesting to me, because I didn't notice that until I had a couple customers actually. I had a customer at Starbucks and I had a customer at the casino, the Harris Auction Casino that I worked at. Basically just like multiple people say that I had an accent when I was talking to them and I paid more attention to what I was doing. And yeah, I sounded a bit like my mother there, and I'm pretty sure her accent shows through. And some people said that it sounded like that could have been accurate. So who knows? Who even knows? But yeah, I think it's super fun to listen to you. I saw your clip. Oh my gosh, I saw your clip. It was hilarious. Did you edit it afterwards? Was that part of your stream? You had this clip where like you're like, it was a female or like a rare female or something like that, and then you just like shot her in the game. and you captioned it. It was like I can't remember how you captioned it. It was so funny. It was like when you don't got the, you know, I don't really swear on the thing, so I'm just gonna say beaches. Like I'll do it in like Facebook and stuff like that, but like, you know, on my streams we might have like, you know, families and stuff. Who knows? But when you don't got beaches but you don't want any anyway or something like that, it was so funny. Oh my gosh. It's so weird. USA has so many different accents. We don't have that here. It's more of a country versus city accent. Oh, okay, very interesting. Yeah, I messed with some friends with some filters to make it horrible, like those deep fried memes. It was totally a deep fried meme, dude. I thought it was so funny. But I'll bet you anything, if you want to do a channel points reward, you could probably do that to your source on OBS. In fact, let me tell you about something called LUTs or LUTs. That was all in OBS. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be one. Yes! Yes, you're already ahead of the game. Yeah, so, so the easiest way that I find to achieve something like that effect is like through LUTs or through LUTs, however you want to pronounce it. I just say LUTs because like the graphic designers say it that way. But you know, it's honestly, it's totally, yeah, that's awesome. That's gonna be great, dude. That's gonna be great. I think it's so important that you like have some of those types of channel point rewards. I think it's underutilized. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a feature that you can have that's totally underutilized. And I definitely think that people should be utilizing them more. Take notes, folks. Take notes. Just, you know. There are some really cool streamers on here that definitely have the channel point rewards thing down pat. Honestly, I think like one of the streamers that I try to regularly visit, of course I'm not on anybody's streams a lot, so I haven't been on his stream for a while, since I've even streamed on Twitch myself, a few weeks. He is Super Ninbao, and he's got the channel points thing down pat. It's super entertaining. He's got like one where the last one that I did was like an Urkel that he had on this, like on the stream, you know, like that show with Urkel. I can't remember what it's called. I guess just Urkel. I don't know. It's so old. All of his stuff is super retro stuff, and so it's like a lot of it is like I only vaguely remember stuff. So anyways, like if you redeem the channel point reward, it'll like hide an Urkel somewhere on the stream for like a period of time, and like you can sit there and try to find it, but like he's just small and he's just somewhere on the stream, and you may or may not find it in time, but it's just so entertaining. Like there are a million things you can do. There's endless ideas. I can't stop coughing. Oh my gosh. I think I actually used some LUTs. Nice. I have no idea to get more or where to put them in OBS. Oh, okay. So there's actually a folder. I'll probably have to show you. Are you on Windows by any chance? Like, what kind of operating system do you use? Because I find that to be quite important in this, because the folder might actually be different depending on what kind of program or what kind of operating system you have for the program to be running on. So yeah, so I think that there is a folder that's literally titled LUTs, LUT, in the OBS folder in your programs. You might have to search it, but I think I might be able to just pull up the location. Windows 11, nice. Okay, so this is crazy. I got Windows 8. I got Windows 8.1 on my PC that I'm currently running right now. So it's kind of insane that I'm like able to do all this still, because I'm on the old operating system. It's not super old, it's just pretty old. Okay, yeah, it's super old. Who am I kidding? So anyways, let's go check that out. Let's see what folder it's in, because I'm pretty sure. I like to use LUTs. In fact, I made my own I made my own LUT that is completely reverse. So it's a channel point reward. Let me go ahead and show you. Paint Can Direct. We're gonna check the filters. So basically it inverts the entire color palette. So that looks like this. This is the inverted color palette. And I made that LUT. And, okay, so you can actually, so the folder is located somewhere specific. However, and that would be in, it looks like, okay, so I actually have the source pulled up right here. It is in OBS plugins. Hold on. Let me check the path for you. The path is the disk drive. So for me, it's Windows 8 OS. That's the C drive. Program files, OBS Studio, data, OBS plugins, LUT with an S at the end, LUT, LUTs, LUT underscore pack, and film presets. So that's all of your, and that's just actually just the film presets. There's more in just LUT pack. So they give you their default ones, but you don't have to use that folder. You can actually make a separate folder on your PC, take some of those LUTs that they have, and you can modify them yourself in a program, which is super fun, by the way. I made one that was called like Cherry Blossom or something, and it's really like super pink. Let me see if I actually still have that. Let me check. I actually want to have some fun with this. Hold up. Is Cherry Blossom on here? Which one's this? That one's dark. LUT2. That one's like an amber one. LUT. That one's still dark. Okay, so let me see about this. I sort of want to see if Twitch gave me some kind of way to add programming when it comes to commands and channel points, I would have a field day. That would be so cool. So I didn't find Cherry Blossom. I might have actually moved it. But yeah, like, dude, that would be so cool. I don't know how people do it, but some people have these really cool setups where they have like these responsive LEDs, right? These responsive LEDs that like your channel points would cause like the LEDs on the streamer, if they have like a face cam or something, to like go crazy and like change colors and stuff, which is super awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do, seriously, with those channel point rewards. Seriously, and you should just have a field day anyway, man. Yeah, some scripts though, like if you could run like pre-configured scripts, you might actually be able to, but I'm not really sure. Harp, if you haven't, check out an application, not an application, it's actually a website called Trigger Fire, and fire is with a Y. So Trigger Fire with a Y, because it is insane with the channel points rewards. This is my bread and butter to my channel points rewards. It ties in with all of those automated things. So if I haven't told you about that yet, I totally apologize, because that is the most important thing. Unfortunately, they did have kind of a glitch tonight. It might still be bad. Twitch might have API. I might have a look. Yeah, so that might be good to look at. But I definitely urge you, if you haven't, to look at Trigger Fire, because that's the bread and butter to all of my automated point rewards. I gotta tell you that it's super good for having automation, and for having, like, you know, those scene changers, and for applying filters, and just all of those cool things. You will have an absolute field day right now. And if you are on their Patreon and you donate, like, I think it's like $1.50 a month, you get monthly access to unlock new slots. Consistently, you can unlock new slots, and they already give you a lot of slots for free. It's totally generous. Incredibly so. I am RN right now in my head. OMG, I'm looking right now. Yeah. Dude, you're going to have a field day with that. If you haven't looked at Trigger Fire yet, dude, it is so good. So tonight they are facing some issues with the images. So if you try it out and it's not working, it's not just you, it's like everybody that's doing this. But if you go and make like an image source and you tie like a sound to it, for some reason tonight it's not actually showing the image, but it's playing the sound. So there's a bit of a glitch right now if you use those types of, with the browser source. But you can get the WebSocket plugin, and once you get that all set up on OBS and you have that WebSocket, it's so freaking cool, dude. You can have it like move stuff around in OBS like it's a puppet on strings. It's incredible. So you basically can tell it like what triggers, what like scene changes. You can have it hold the scene. for a set amount of time. You can have it hold a filter for a set amount of time. You can have it disable or enable different sources. It's just, you literally can puppet OBS with it. And it's all automated. You can tie it to your channel points. So yeah, if you haven't done that yet, man, set that up. Like, you will have a field day with that. My scenes are getting so, like, complex, so this will be great. Dude, you are going to love it. I can't believe I haven't really talked about it before, but yeah, like, it's great. Also, they don't have, like, a crazy team of people. It's, like, just a guy and maybe some people who he has on board with him in his you know, moderation team. So it's just a few people basically, and they're managing a lot. So, but they do have a support Discord, which I actually had visited today with the current issues that they're having right now. And it does seem to be a server-side problem, but if it's any consolation, OBS scenes are working, and if you stick to that, you don't have to worry about what's working server-side as far as, like, the assets go. So, like, pictures and sounds and stuff like that. Since you don't have to upload anything, it's literally all just local in your computer, in your OBS. So yeah, it's gonna be super, super helpful for you, I think. And I think it's really important. It's almost just like a must-have for streamers. People got their foot pedals. And people got their stream decks and stuff like that, and those are cool. Those are great. And I think that in tandem with this, it's good, but I definitely think that trigger fire is underloved and underutilized. And I came across it through, I'm pretty sure I came across it through a video that was covered by a YouTuber called Gaia Level. Yeah, so there's basically this YouTuber who's super, super helpful. There are a few of them that are very, very helpful when it comes to like, you know, Twitch and starting out and all the new tools and stuff like that. Also, I've heard really good things about Better Twitch TV. I personally don't use it yet, but I definitely think that I will at some point. I really do. I think that I'll use it at some point. Yo, so this dragon here, he's really getting a bit of a facial over here. He's getting a bit of a design overhaul. His design overhaul is working out pretty okay, I think. We gotta keep this part of his upper lip a little bit light. Just gonna keep it nice and light. Nice and light right there. Alright, cool. And then I think I might kind of darken some of this as well. What's going on? I've got more messages. What's happening? Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, dude, I can't wait for you to have trigger fire set up. I can't believe you weren't using it. I didn't know. I totally would have told you about it a long time ago. I would have. But I didn't know. I didn't know. Whoa. Okay, so we definitely need this like dark color over here. And then we're gonna kind of go in there with some of the light colors. Yeah, we are. Gotta go in there with some white. Some white paint. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think this mark here was kind of a bit of a mistake, a little bit, but it's okay. We're just gonna keep rolling with the punches. Oh, it's gonna take me some time to figure out. Holy smokes. Oh, absolutely hard. I have this scene that's a screen. I'm gonna use it to show things off. It's very connected to other things like other scenes and sources, etc. The trigger fire would be so useful for. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, like I'm super happy to be of any kind of help. I think that it's pretty important that streamers stick together and learn these things. You know what I mean? Like we all just kind of gotta rely on each other to help with these types of things. Because I've learned a lot from Mr. Space Daddy Gangsta, and for just in case if you don't know, that is the Animal Crossing Hills admin, John. Yeah, he's I don't want to like, you know, be spilling like full names or anything here. So anyways, like he is Space Daddy Gangsta and he is super, super helpful and he's told me quite a lot about some like cool things that I haven't even utilized yet. Some of those things are like better Twitch TV, which I still need to get set up, but I haven't. But you know what? He also told me about something that is called beacons.ai, which is a website where you can have like, it's like a mobile site builder where you can have like your own essentially portal to your social links and things like that. Super, super useful. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass along that gem of information too. There's, I'm gonna go ahead and spell it out for you. And I'll actually throw in mine because I think you can get like a promo code if you're going to spend any kind of money on whatever they do there, even though like the base service is free. I think signing up with my name gets you like a $10 thing, so it might be helpful for us to do that. OMG, I made like an actual TV, so I'd have it switch channels. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Dude, that's really awesome. Oh yeah, you know about beacons. Okay, good. Good. I told XYZ Cruncha about it, and he signed up for one. Yeah, and I think it's really great that he signed up for one. I think that it's good because I was like not sure what it was at first and it was so weird and confusing. But then once I like signed up for it, it's actually like really cool. And I was really kind of impressed with it because it looks so smooth. I was like, what's the point of this? I already have like kind of like a free website that I use. I was like, it works on Android or whatever, you know, it works on mobile, sure. But it doesn't actually look that nice, and so this was actually like a really good, useful tool for me to have like another way to have like my social links and stuff like that. So yeah, so I just have to pass along the info. It's really important. Pass the info. Alright, I really gotta shape up his face here a little bit better, and I'm just not. I just have to move my hand faster. That's usually what saves me. It's usually the thing that saves my paintings is when I move my hand a little faster. It's such a weird thing. I think it's just got to do with like the blending and like seeing things at a quicker speed and having less time to make decisions, and something about it just usually kind of helps a little bit. So I just don't have many things to link to be honest. Yeah, I mean even if it's just a few things, dude. Like, some of them look kind of more clean when it's just, like, less. But if you have, like, a lot of... Like, if you have your Twitter, right? You have your Twitter. You have your Twitch now. You have your... do you have a YouTube? You probably have a YouTube for, like, clips and things like that. And if you don't, I definitely recommend getting one for clips and things like that. I also recommend... This is gonna sound so cringy, this is gonna sound like super cringy, but TikTok is actually like super good for streamers right now, apparently. Now, I neglect TikTok big time, but there's a lot of discoverability there, like insane amounts. And it's not deniable, it's not even something that you can really deny. When you look at it and you look at the numbers that people get as far as views go, the discoverability is just way out there because it's short form content. But yeah, I definitely recommend that because apparently some streamers are getting some really good use out of that. Also, I don't know if you're like really on Reddit at all or much at all, but like it's pretty, I found it to be pretty useful to be part of like the Twitch Reddits and stuff like that, just to kind of like see what kind of questions people are asking, what kind of things are going on with people, what kind of problems people are facing. Stuff like that has been really useful. Yeah, but that's kind of like not everybody's cup of tea also. It took me a while to get used to Reddit. It's pretty unusual for me, if I had to be completely honest. I want his face to be something a little bit different. I don't know. Something like really missing from his face that I just don't know what it is. Maybe like a design or something. Oh man, maybe like a shard, like a crystal or something, like coming off of his face, like right there. I'm not really sure, but we'll figure it out. Something that's just totally missing from his face. We gotta do something about it. Maybe like a scar or something. Oh, like a battle scar. Ooh. Scar that looks like cracked ice. Yeah. something like that. I have to kind of also like bury this. Lord forgiveth me. But something about this over here is just kind of wrong. Like maybe it's the perspective, but it's just not quite right. Like something is totally wrong with that. I'm just gonna bury it and pretend like it never happened. That's totally okay. We'll just kind of figure that out later. No worries of that. We're just gonna pretend it never happened. Okay. Alright. So now. Yeah. A scar. That's a great idea. Grand idea. I just like keep wanting to cough and it's horrible. I gotta get an inhaler again because my albuterol inhaler has been out for ages and I got myself like a replacement thing that was like an over-the-counter thing, but I have to like go to the doctor to get a prescription for an inhaler, which kind of sucks. I don't like going to the doctor really. It feels like a giant waste of time to be like evaluated by someone just to be told that yes, I'm finally allowed to have something that should have been prescribed to me a million years ago and has been many times before. I shouldn't have to get like written permission from a doctor or something for like something like an inhaler, you know what I mean? It just seems so out there. So silly. Alright, so let's focus on getting a really kind of like a dark. Okay, so I see his face. See his mouth, where his mouth goes. I sort of just feel like maybe, I think I have an idea. So giving him a scar is definitely not a bad idea, and I think I'm going to do that. But I need something to kind of like connect his mouth in some way. Like something like a whisker or something? You think like whisker would look okay on him? I definitely need to spritz the canvas. Holy crap. I really like, oh wait. And then like, okay, thanks. 50,000, please. I really like that breastplate thing, to be honest. The colors are fantastic. Thank you so much. I was thinking about giving him, okay, so I kind of like the thumbnail view of like his little whisker that's kind of coming off of there. I think I'm going to give him like a whisker and that battle scar that you suggested. I think that's great. I think we should actually kind of go for that. Yeah, so I definitely need to spritz the canvas though real quick. Few more horns and bumps. Yeah. So because he is Tundra's Majesty, I think him having like, you know, whiskers ain't such a bad idea. Let's have them kind of like flowing out. Whoa. What am I doing, dude? I don't normally put the facial hair on the dragons, you know? But we're doing it! Giving him the facial hair. Oh gosh, the technical difficulties, there it goes! I think my cam dead, it go boom. Goodbye, camera. What time is it? Oh my gosh, 12:10. Alright, it looks like we're going to take a really short break once again. We can squash them pre-roll ads while we are at it. And we can watch like Pecco being adorable and cute. In the meantime, we can do that. Or just watch the stupid ads, and then we'll just get it over with, rip the bandage off for them pre-roll ads to be gonzo. Alright, you guys, I'm going to set up the camera during this ad break. I will be right back. And we have officially returned, and it looks like the camera is back on. It looks like it's all good to go. I hate how it perpetually turns off, but it's also kind of a good marker when to kind of like do the breaks and run the clips and stuff like that. Because that does help a ton just to get rid of those awful pre-roll ads, which I despise greatly. But as you can see, he does have some whiskers now, so that's super fun. I'm going to go ahead and spritz the canvas a little bit more so that it stays a little bit workable. And I think it might be important to kind of do that with these paints a little bit as well. This palette paper is not really liking me for all the moisture though. Yeah, so it's just it's kind of going bleh and kind of curling up a little bit, but for the most part it's staying pretty okay. Yeah. Okie dokies. Let's go ahead and take this. And then we're gonna go ahead and set my little phone down. Super duper. Alright, we have arrived back live painting once again. Okay, so let me think. Where was I? Oh yes, I was giving him whiskers. That's where I was. Thank you for all the advice with the stream stuff, by the way. Oh dude, I'm so happy to help. Like seriously, if I can help any bit, it means a lot to me, seriously. I think it's awesome that that I was able to provide some info on stuff like the trigger fire and all that. Dude, it's like really useful, and I'm really happy that you'll be using it. It's totally like the essentials. Yeah. I don't think enough people really use it. I'm gonna give this dude some like some teeth here. You're gonna have some like tiny little teeth there. I guess maybe even like some more, like right here. I have no idea if that's gonna actually look kind of decent. Who knows? But I'm definitely going to have to like darken up the edges around it. Might be too kind of derpy. I might want to just stick to just the fangs. Yeah, I think I'll probably just stick to the fangs in the center-ish. That whisker looks great. Thank you. A lot of people have been asking me for help with OBS, and I was thinking of showing off my scenes and doing a kind of bad explanation. Yay! I think that that's really helpful. I think that's what it was missing. Yeah, so I'm kind of actually liking that he has a whisker to balance out everything that's up here. You see how there's like so much stuff going on up here and it's busy in the up direction? But like this kind of also balances out the composition, I think. So I think it's important to kind of have it go two different ways. And I think I was definitely missing something there. I do really like your scar idea though. Yeah, so I think that I'm probably gonna add a nice little scar across his eye or something. Like, ooh. Ew. I kind of want to do that now before I like forget to do that. You can have like this scar. We'll kind of grab a little bit of magenta with this. Whoa. Yo. It's so small, but it's there. Yeah, I have to go over it with a little bit of cyan, so we're gonna kind of get a little bit of both hues in there. It's gonna look pretty purple, I think, by the time I'm done with it. I kind of want it to look cracked ice-y. Plus, being a king, I imagine he would be in many battles. I agree. I think that that's actually a great idea. Just a nice scar across the eye. He's got his crown up there. His horns are his crown. And he is Tundra's Majesty. You don't mess with the king of the Tundra. You don't mess with him, you just don't, darling. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. A scar that travels across his eye. Ooh, it looks a little bit bloody up on the top there, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll bring a fire Pokemon. He won't like that very much. Oh boy. He no likeys. My husband and I have been playing Earthbound. And, you know, I never actually did, like, play Earthbound, even though I had it, like, the ROM of it. Even though I had that, I never actually played it. And now that it's, like, you know, playable on the, oh man, I don't think I really, maybe I do. Maybe I do kind of like that. I don't know. Guess we'll figure it out. I have to kind of like figure out what to do, like how to go around this, this whisker here. It's gonna take me some time to figure out. Hold the phone. I'm not good at this yet. Oh, not quite good at this yet. But we've been playing Earthbound. We've been playing Earthbound, and it's been. Well, I mean, I remember it being like wacky and weird. I'm pretty sure I watched my brother play like a long time ago. I definitely watched him play Mother 3, but I don't know if I ever saw him finish Earthbound. And it is kind of like way crazier than I even remember. Yeah, it's like, it's great though. I like it a lot. It has a lot of flashing lights and it's like a fear of mine, but I wouldn't mind playing it for a stream, etc. Oh, like crazy lights and like strobe lights and stuff like that? Like, it's a fear of yours? So like, I'm going to have to like redo his mouth there, which is totally fine. But I'd rather like redo it 500 times than like make it not good. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't know that that was a fear of yours. That's interesting. But you would still do it for a stream, you say? You'd still do it anyways, even for a stream? Interesting. So speaking of fear, my little daughter, we were playing Earthbound tonight, and then like she saw one of the enemies. She saw one of like the enemies that's like a pile of like puke or something. And we're like pretty close to the final. We're pretty much like close to the end. We've got like all 8 of the like locations and stuff like that, all the your sanctuary locations, and yeah, so we're like in the, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't played, but like there's this like thing that came back, like you can see like an old enemy in this location, and she's like scared of it, and we didn't know what she was afraid of at first, but yeah, it turns out that she's like actually scared of the creature. We thought she was like crying about something else, but she actually like saw that and she was like actually scared of the character. It's very strange. I'm wondering if I should give him like really long fangs. I'm still thinking about it. I kind of like that fang the way that it is. And maybe I'll add like one more or something in the back. But it's really hard to decide what I want to do with this guy. You know what? To get in with these details here, it's actually going to be really hard to dance around the camera. And I know I've done it before, but it's very, very hard to do. And so I was kind of thinking maybe, perhaps, for some of the later streams, for the remaining streams, I might want to actually like strap it to my head again like old times and get in there and really, really make like a difference, an impact on this painting, like really knock it out. And I think that's really, really hard to do when I kind of have to keep a distance and keep it like at arm's length. Like my first painting, I definitely worked on it a lot faster, and it was a lot easier because there wasn't a camera tripod in my way. And if I can have the camera strapped to my head, dude, it would be so easy. It'd be a lot better. Yeah, and the moving patterns, because I was epileptic like 80% of my life, and it's kind of gone now. That's amazing that it's gone now. But like the fear is still there. Dude, I actually totally agree with you. I had these, now they were never really serious, but I had these absence seizures which made me scared of computers for a long time, because the old monitors, you know, like the CRTs, they had like a refresh rate that was just low enough that like my brain could like detect it. And it was like this flashing light that caused me to have these seizures where I would like fall out of my chair sometimes, or I would just kind of like, they were called absence seizures. And I totally agree with you. It's terrifying, especially if you have like the crazy seizures where it's like legit, like, you know, I don't know, it seems like more violent of a seizure, like the more common ones that you get. Like, I just got these absence seizures, which made me just kind of like, ugh. And like, I would forget literally everything. Like, I was in another world where I just didn't exist. It was the strangest thing. And you could feel it kind of coming on a little bit too ahead of time. And dude, like, I'm still kind of like I'm afraid of things like strobe lights and stuff like that, and I haven't had any problems since like high school, I guess. It's probably been that long. Yeah, but like those monitors used to really mess me up, but like the flashing lights in the games and stuff, like if you keep a distance and stuff and you don't make it like you're not looking at the screen, like we keep it on the TV and we're sitting kind of far away from the TV and stuff like that. We're not like right up to the screen or anything. So I think that helps. But like I don't know, like it's really not too bad, but I can't stomach strobe lights still. But yeah, like it might be a little better on ya if you can. Oh, you had those crazy ones when you were younger. Oh, God. Yeah, you apparently forget it ever happened. Yeah, like, you forget things. Like, it's crazy. You just forget everything. Forget. And even during it, it's almost like you forget literally everything. If someone asked you a question, you would not be able to answer it. If someone asked you your name right after you had one, at least for me, like, if someone had asked me my name right after I had one, I would not be able to tell you. It took me time to collect my memories back. It was so bizarre. I would forget everything and I would like flinch and stuff. Like I knew it was coming on when I like perpetually just like flinch, forget things, and then it would like happen. But I didn't have any violent ones. The violent ones look terrifying. They are so scary looking. We had a kid in one of my classes who had epilepsy, and his was pretty bad. He had like 2 really big seizures where he was on the floor, and they actually had to call the paramedics. And we were all trained because we knew this was a thing for, like, it was a common thing for him. Where like we were all trained to like make sure that he kept his tongue out of his airways while if he was on the floor convulsing. And we did that when that happened, and we had the paramedics come over and pick him up, and it happened twice. One of the days I wasn't there, I was actually home I was home from school. I was like sick, so I wasn't there for one of the times I saw it happen. And dude, it looked so horrifying. Mine were never violent, but I did forget everything, and I was kind of like on the floor drooling and stuff. Like, if I fell over. Sometimes I didn't fall over. Sometimes I just sat there. And literally the only thing that kept me okay was not looking at the computer for like extended periods of time, or just glancing over for just a little bit if I could stomach it. Like, I mostly typed like looking directly at the keyboard, because looking at the monitor would trigger it. Those old monitors with the refresh rates, I didn't know what was going on, and my dad explained it to me. And he told me what a refresh rate is, and he's kind of the computer guy. I didn't know. I just knew it was flashing and really messing me up. So, holy crap. And I was scared of computers for years, up until I would say I was probably in the middle of high school, and then I had 1 or 2 more absence seizures in one of my classes. I think it was a computer lab. It wasn't a computer lab class. It was like I I don't know, like it was something to do with like we learned spreadsheets and stuff. It was weird. It was like some kind of business administrative class or something. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, I'll never go into a club just for that reason. I automatically look away. Oh man, I automatically look away and have the lights on, etc. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I get it, man. The fear stays with you too, even if it's like supposedly gone, because it could just be like psych and it could happen again, because it's actually like it's kind of terrifying. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Yeah, those seizures really be messing us up. Yeah, but I'm really glad that mine weren't really ever super violent or anything like that. Yeah. I know that some people really suffer or are endangered by it, and I have been incredibly fortunate when it comes to that. Definitely not in a bad spot. I'm quite alright and quite safe and everything, and my experience with those was like, I mean, it would happen sometimes in cars and stuff too, and like it was kind of embarrassing, but it was never really like, you know, super serious or anything. It would happen like in cars when we would like pass under the shadow of like trees and stuff like that, or like a lot of trees in a row, just passing underneath a bunch of shadows and like the lights, like just changing and everything like that. And I'm still scared of that. I still like kind of freak out and flinch a little bit like it's gonna happen. And it never does. It never does happen. We did have a test, etc. to test if I had it. It turned out it was gone. Ooh, that was in 2019, so it was like I was like 26. And mine had caused mine, and I had mine caused by hitting my head when I was 3. Whoa, I didn't know about that. Yeah, I literally can't drive for that reason. Yeah, I mean, despite all of that, I've still personally been able to drive, but it has been kind of scary, like with some of those things. And also, apparently, for years, I have been driving around without eye correction because, you know, I didn't really get my eyes tested at the MVD because for some reason, when their machine was down, when I went to go actually test, yeah, their machine wasn't working and they just let me skip it. So that tells you how much Arizona really cares about the safety of drivers and, you know, all that fun stuff. Arizona's pretty terrible for that stuff. Yeah, we got like the worst drivers out here. It's so bad. Seriously, so bad. Yeah, the MVD's just messed up out here. They literally just don't care. And yeah, so I went years driving without any vision correction, and I wear glasses now, these things that are on my face. I need those to see, and I didn't know that I needed vision correction, but I had a pretty strong hunch considering I couldn't gauge the distance of objects too well. I smashed into an apartment sign before, and it was the apartment that I had it was the apartments that I had just gotten. Like, I just rented an apartment, it was brand new. And the first time I turned into there, I couldn't gauge the distance of the sign, so I smashed right into it. Because I couldn't see. It was so embarrassing. And my husband, my now husband, then boyfriend, was in the car with me. And he helped me get the bent up, messed up sign back into the ground and everything like that. But like, nobody was there that day because the office was closed. So I was just like, what do I do? So we set it back up and we just like, okay, went on our merry little way, and nobody said anything. They kept the thing out there. So it's just like, yeah, and I couldn't see what streets said, like the street signs. I couldn't see like what streets I should turn on. Like I'd be looking for like a street name, but I couldn't read it until I was already actually like passing through. Yeah, bad. That's all very, very bad. Yo, I could not sleep. I could not see. I do flicker my eyes from stress and lights, but like it's not a seizure apparently. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Like I could not see anything. And it was just a miracle that I survived that long and didn't hurt anybody. Nobody was hurt in my escapades. I couldn't see and I didn't know it. The MVD just did not give two craps. They didn't eye test me when I was just like, but I still need an eye test, right? Because their machine was down. They didn't eye test me. They did not care. So, much later, my husband recommends I get the eye exam, and lo and behold, I need eye correction. It doesn't help that my dad didn't believe that I had like trouble seeing too, like in class, at school and stuff like that. I like struggled to see things and I like had said it, but like he didn't believe it. And yeah, he basically, long story short, he kind of called me a liar because he doesn't wear eye correction, like he doesn't need it, I guess, and my mom doesn't, and therefore I must not. So essentially he called me a liar. And yeah, that turned out well played. Definitely listen to your kid if you think that maybe they can't see all too well. Word of advice to, parents and potential parents out there. Definitely get your kid the care that they need if they need it. Especially if they're going to be driving anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like, that was like something that was long overdue by that point. Totally long overdue. It was so bad. I hate when parents do that, yeah. Oh my gosh, Space Daddy Gangsta! Hello, welcome. Hi, hello. I was just talking about you and all the wonderful things that you've recommended to me. The awesome, cool, stuff like the Beacons AI, and you recommended Better Twitch TV, even though I never set that up, but Harv over here, he's been doing amazing. He's affiliate now, and he's been streaming, and it's super awesome. I'm apparently reconnecting to the chat. I guess it disconnected. How odd. That's okay. So anyway, Space Daddy, thank you so much for being here. Space Daddy Gangsta. Space Daddy Gangsta. Oh, it looks like our cam disconnected already. That's no fun. I only started a month ago. Is that fast? Yeah, that's quick. I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. My camera is like disconnected again, you guys. Hold on. I don't really want to run another ad, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to reconnect it. I think it might have had to do with potentially my internet hiccuping this time. Because I think with things like the stream itself, it reconnects if there's a hiccup. But I don't think that my camera knows how to, you know, there's not really a buffer period, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and try to reconnect. It should only take like a minute or so, assuming everything goes well. Gotta love them technical difficulties, though. Like, I'll look over and it is more helpful that I'm able to actually see when it goes out than to not be able to see anything. Like, because when it goes out, I can look over and I see the animation that I made. And that's way easier than, like, having a still image and just having to guess when the camera goes out. Because it was like that before. It would go out and you wouldn't see anything. Did it reconnect? Let's go ahead and refresh this bad boy. We're gonna go ahead and try. There it goes. Yay! It's great. It shows you can progress and that your content is good. Oh, okay. Yeah. My content is far from good, but I have been trying. Thank you. I made so many connections too, so that probably helped with it. It's back. Yeah. We have visual. We have visual once again. Yes. Okay, so back to this. Alright, let me just try and get back into the stream. So yeah, it said that I disconnected from the chat, so I would just chalk that up to a hiccup on my internet's part. That'll happen. Yeah, that'll happen. Sometimes it does. Okay, so this wing right here. We're gonna go ahead and make things like kind of dark over here, right? We're gonna have to like just kind of like I just kind of have to get bold with the colors over here. I have to get kind of bold. A little bit. Okay, here we go. I'm going to crash now. Have a good night, Sunlight. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, Noelle, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out. I really appreciate you every single time. It's really awesome to see you around. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you. Have a super good night. Get some rest, recover nicely, feel better. I will be thinking about you. Connections are always key. I hope you're able to have the successful growth that you hope for from it. Yay! And keep me updated, dude, because, like, holy crap. I gotta make sure you're doing alright. Your health puts you through the ringer sometimes, you know? We just gotta make sure you're doing okay. Yeah, Harv, Harv, you're dedicated to it, and that's the thing, is like, when you're dedicated to it and you're working on it and everything like that, you're actively streaming and you're changing things, and, you know, I think that's really important to just, you know, you don't have to have it, like, locked down and make it look super good. That's, like, only maybe part of it, but that's literally not the meat and potatoes or the substance of the stream, really. I mean, you got personality, you work on your content, you build the connections, you know, that's all really, really important stuff. The connections are really, really important. I feel like I'm not really that good at building and maintaining connections. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't feel like I'm really that good at it. I try. I do. But, you know, like I work on other things and I kind of go into hiding sometimes, and it's like literally just, you know, just how I function is that like many days, often many days in a row, I go into hiding and I can't post really much or talk really to people because I'm shy or something. I don't know. I just have like these bouts of shyness. Does anybody else have that? Because I definitely do. 100% I do. Thank you. I hope you all become rich as fuck. I just said a naughty word on the stream. I'm sorry, all. I hope I become rich AF too for these Pokemon cards. These Pokemon cards don't pay for themselves. That's so funny. I have no doubt Sunlaw will become successful because she has passion and talent that's so unique and strong. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. She motivates me to do more for sure. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I can't handle it. I really can't handle it. You're just too sweet and awesome and amazing, and I adore you. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I seriously appreciate your kind words. You motivate me. You both motivate me. I think it's really good that we're around to lift each other up and be there for each other. I go into hiding a lot and I feel really bad. I feel like I'm really glad that like so far most people don't take it personally. I just like don't check my inboxes for long extended periods of time, and I'm just like a really tired person sometimes. It's kind of wild. Did that help? Did that help anything? I think it actually kind of helped a little bit. Maybe. But yeah. I just, and then like also I'm not really consistent with my social media posting and stuff like that. I feel like some people have that locked down and I'm just like, you know, fumbling. But I don't really know like how to handle it all that well, so, you know, just kind of taking it as I go, I guess. I'm trying to poke this dry paint and it's not working. Watch me like stuff my brush into the weird crevice that is the dried paint hole. Delicious. Blah, blah, dried paint hole. I'm like doing it for a hobby and myself, really. I've been enjoying the back end of it so much, like messing with OBS. Dude, I know, it's so much fun. It's so much fun doing the back end, like the creative stuff. And I knew that you would like it because you are a creative person too. Like you make all of your really cool pixel art and stuff like that, and you know, you make your really cool assets and stuff. It's just really awesome, and I knew you'd have a field day with it, and I'm so glad that you're dabbling in it. Not even dabbling, you're doing way more right now. You're like super hyper focused, I can tell, and it's amazing. You're doing great things with it. Let's see. And y'all have inspired me to do streaming too. Oh wait, I just skipped over. Don't worry, I'm shy and forgetful. I get so overwhelmed with people, but I try my best. Same, dude, same. And I feel you 100% completely and fully. I'm absolutely in the same boat with you. I'm trying my best. I do. I try my best, and some days I feel like I have to hide away because I feel like I'm not really going to be in the right mind space to converse with people. And those days, I feel like I might say something that's off-putting or say something that I don't mean or say something that can be conveyed in a bad way. So I find it easier to hide away those days too. Like those days where I just can't get my wording straight and I just can't. And I get those days, man. The brain fog is real and it's pretty heavy. Yep, Harv, do it at your own pace and with your own comfortability. comfortability. The only thing stopping you from reaching outside those boundaries is time, and you'll get there with it. OBS is such a wild system. I love OBS. It's amazing. Yeah, those were awesome words, Space Daddy. It's true. That's the truth. If I ever heard them. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's great that you just kind of do you. I personally have a lot of room for improvement myself, and I'm definitely trying my best. And I think that's pretty much all you really can do, is just try your best. It's really important. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this. I guess I can like kind of bring his nostril down a little bit. And then, see, his eye kind of goes up a little bit high, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should like make his mouth just a little bit open or something. I might have to like kind of experiment with that a little bit. So with the remaining sessions, what do you guys think? Do you think I should strap the camera on my head like old times for old times' sake? Because I think I can do that. The only thing is I can't like knock the cord loose, because the cord is actually keeping the camera alive. The cord is very, very long though, so that's important to note. But it'd be interesting because I'd be like, you know, zipping around and moving and stuff, and you'd be bopping around with me, and I'd get up all close to the canvas and stuff, and you wouldn't have like this stale view of just like one exact, like one shot. It would be like, you know, a view that's moving around a lot. Huh. You all are so talented. I have no doubt you'll both be doing great and wonderful things. You're so sweet. Bruh, check out my last stream. I was so overwhelmed, but you can tell I was so awkward and umming. But I just wanted to say thank you. Man, I mean, I do it all the time too. That's just live stuff for you, you know, like you just say, and you know, just fillers. I say, you know, a lot, and you could even make a drinking game out of it, honestly. You could say, like, every time Sunla says, you know, take a shot, you'd be drunk in, like, you know, 10 minutes or so. Wouldn't take long. Sunla's content is 2010. I love these streams so much. Thank you. Point of view. You're creating fantastic art. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. I adore you, and you are so amazing and sweet and kind and supportive. I adore you. Thank you so much for being here. So, Harv, when is your next stream so I can attempt to catch it? Because trust me. I've been like stalking your page, trying to catch you live. But then every time I get a notification that you're live, I'm seeing it like hours late after it's over. I'll click on it all excited, and then it's like, oh, it was like 4 hours ago or something crazy like that. Yeah, I would love to catch it, but I also don't want to like pester you and tell you to like stick to a schedule too, because that's not always possible for people. And obviously you do you, and I want you to like be comfortable with your like stream and stuff like that. I'm just curious to try to catch you and like make reminders for myself, because it's important to me. I watch your VODs when I can, and I think you're doing great. Starting out, never beat yourself up over the small stuff, because we all have done it and still do it. Yes. Yeah, seriously, like all the small stuff, dude. You were here, Harv, when this stream started, and literally, I just bumped into the camera. Literally, I seriously did not check the mic before streaming, and OBS had this update, and the update like killed my mic or something. And you know, I got it fixed and everything, but it was the first thing that I checked when I actually went live, which obviously is a little bit too late, but I had already dealt with some other issues before the stream started, which definitely set me back. So anyways, like, I started it up and my mic was out and you guys could not hear me. That happens, you know, and I this is like, I don't know, my bajillionth stream. Obviously, I'm not like a huge streamer, and I don't have like this massive audience, but like, oh my gosh, even the people that do, those types of things just happen, and you can't beat yourself up over those things too. Like, technical difficulties happen. Technical stuff happens. And, you know, awkward moments happen. And, you know, just, don't beat yourself up over it, man. It's live. You gotta give yourself a little leeway, you know? It's live. It all happens live. So, I mean, the thing is, yeah, it feels like a lot of pressure because it's live, but at the same time, it's really not, because you're holding yourself to, like, the standard of, like, a pre-made video or, like, YouTube or something like that, and it's just not that. It isn't that. It can't be that. Even if you really so badly want it to be that. It's just not going to work that way, because it's all just, even if you have it scripted, it'll sound scripted and you can't make cuts and you can't, like, edit it. So you just kind of have to roll with the punches. And the things that you say should definitely be coming from within you anyways. I don't recommend ever scripting things, but, you know, you do you. I think people do script theirs sometimes, but I definitely think that there's more freedom, and I think it's nicer to be totally authentic and all that jazz when you're live. Anywho's all. Oh, hey, look at this. I'll be starting back up very, very soon. I've been waiting for my second monitor to come in. It came in last week cracked. Oh no! So I sent it back, and now I'm waiting for a new one to come in. I got a new cam. I remember you telling me about that new cam, new mic, new layouts, new alerts, all that kind of stuff. Dude, all new stuff. That's exciting. I'm so excited to see what you have in store for us. That's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much. I've been learning so much from other streamers and learning that way. Applying what I can, and I think I'm lacking in. I agree, I think it's really good. Like, talking too much or talking too little, etc., and adjusting. I have to come and watch Space Daddy Gangsta. Yes! Let's do a watch party of Space Daddy Gangsta. Harvering Live, I find if you don't feel like talking too much at times, you can create a poll to distract your chat for a bit while you think of things you want to talk about. Ooh, that's smart. Absolutely, I got all kinds of content coming. Dude, that's so hype. Oh man, I gotta know what you got coming, because I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. I gotta see what's going on over there. It's like seriously been so long. I like catch you live. I think I caught you live once or something. It really, like, I didn't really get to stay and like hang out and stuff like that. And dude, it's been a while. And I want to see what you've been up to and stuff. There's something different about like kind of hanging out on your live stream. God, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry about the cough. Sorry about the cough. I got the post-COVID cough, and it's really bad. COVID had me on my ass, dude. I I am vaccinated, and dude, it whooped my ass hard. I have asthma. I seriously, okay, I thought that most of the cough was going to come from, like having bronchitis. You know, like after you get sick and stuff, you'll get like bronchitis, right? Like the post-sickness cough. And so like it's like fluid and stuff in your lungs. Not to be disgusting, but that's just what it is. Well, I didn't know that like it would have like this dry cough thing, which is completely different. Basically, it just upset my asthma very, very, very bad. And most of it was like dry coughs and like these really terrible flare-ups that were like, it felt like having an anaphylactic reaction to like going into anaphylaxis, like after eating something that you're allergic to. It felt like that, and it like tried to choke me, man. Like half my face was swollen. Dude, it was nuts. It was horrible. Oh, dude, the post-COVID cough for months. Oh, God. Dude, that's really bad. I don't look forward to it being months. It's like bad. It's like real bad. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to like roll with the pace of the chat and stuff like that and fill the air and talk about whatever. I think that streaming is super, super chill because like really you can't just talk about anything, man. Talk about it all. But like, yeah. Oh my gosh. COVID's nuts, man. I like expecting it to be so aggressive. And the reason was because I'm vaccinated, so I didn't think it was gonna be aggressive. You know what I mean? Like I had this expectation, and no, it really messed me up, man. Like I thought there were a couple nights when I laid down where I thought I was going to stop breathing in my sleep because I woke up one of the times where like my throat was almost completely closed off. And I was struggling to breathe, and any bit of air that I did get, it burned my lungs. Air just burned. And I thought I might, like, I was scared I might actually die that night, and so I, like, contacted my brother to ask about, like, an air monitor, and I wanted to see, like what he suggests I get for what price or whatever and stuff like that. And then he and his girlfriend sent like the entire care package to me, unbeknownst to me. And dude, it helped so much. They sent all of this stuff to help my husband and I get through COVID. And this dry cough is insane. Why is it here? Like, I never had a cough like this bad. If not for like asthma flare-ups. They're pretty bad. They're bad. But they don't last this long. They last like a day. And I'll take like my little inhaler. You know, I have this one that's actually over the counter, so I didn't have to go into a doctor's office, and it worked fine. It doesn't work for this. I don't know what this is. This is a really bad COVID cough. Like, it's bad. And of course, the more worked up I get about it, the more I end up coughing. So that's fun. The more I think about it, the more I like feel my chest kind of inflamed. Blah. Gross. I'm yet to get the virus. I've been so lucky. Is it real rampant over there in Australia? Is there like... Because I think over here, we all got hit with the Omicron variant, and it is rampant over here. Everybody has had it. Like, it's rampant. It's out of control. I'll be on a UK streamer's stream podcast weeks talking about content creation and motivating yourself to create new content. Should be fun. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Dude, I love motivation stuff. Like, I love motivation stuff. One of my favorite pastimes is literally watching, like, motivational people who give tips and tricks and, like, actual motivators, like, on YouTube. There's a couple of YouTubers that I'm obsessed with in the art streaming thing, and they're, like, all motivational streamers. Streamers and content creators. So they, like, kind of, I think they only do, like, streams, like, once a month. It used to be a little bit more frequent, but... they are Rafi and Klee, and I adore them very much because they're super responsive to all of their stuff. And, they're just, like, really nice, wholesome people that really, really help me get motivated to do art. And, you know, I just think that they're really cool. They're just really neat. It is here too. We have 1,000 cases in my town, but that's like a lot, dude. That's crazy. That is really crazy. That is like a lot, seriously. I'll have to come watch, especially with how fast it spreads and how much is actually not reported too. I'll let you all know the exact day. It's gonna be a wild stream because these UK streamers have so much energy. Oh, I love that, dude. I love the energy streamers. I can't be one myself, and that's why I seek it out. I love the high energy. Like, I don't know how people do it, but I think that it's so much fun and it motivates me. And it makes me want to be all high energy too. Speaking of high energy, oh, also tell husbando I said hello. Yes, I shall. He was on my stream to start, and then he fell asleep because he does work in the morning. And the morning is not far off from now, but I'm pretty much about to end the stream, like probably right here. I didn't even realize that I went over because I had such a ball talking to you guys. You're wonderful and amazing. 1,000 big in my town. Okay. Oh yeah, a lot of the people I have connected with are from the UK, and they are insane. I love the insane people. They're wonderful, wonderful folks. People who have all that kind of energy, man, they make me feel pumped. Seriously, I like it, and I want to be more like that. I just, you know, even when I drink the coffee, you know, I'm still pretty chill, I guess. I can't help it. I chill and I paint. And then I ramble, and then you guys listen to me, and that's because I love you. Let's see. I hope you all have a wonderful night/day. I'm glad I'm able to stop in. Thank you so much for stopping in. You're lovely and wonderful and kind and awesome. And it's really nice to have your guys' company, seriously. It means a lot to me. I don't have much energy, but I say some stupid unhinged stuff. I like the unhinged stuff too. It's wonderful. Basically I say bussy every 2 seconds. You're so funny. Drink some lemon tea, my friend. Will do. I also got some bone broth, man. So lemon tea, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I better get some, huh? What's your favorite kind of lemon tea? Black tea with a little lemon in it. Good stuff. Bone broth slaps. Yes, it does. You know a Big Gay Brewery. Hello. Yes, I am wrapping up. You're wonderful. Are you open for me to stream? Or I mean for me to raid? I'm like ready to find somebody to raid. I'm ready. I am wrapping up. It is the truth, Big Gay Brewery. Thank you so much for stopping in, dude. I normally drink green tea with some lemon. It's delicious. Delicious and soothes the throat. Soothes The throat. I can't even talk straight. Green tea with lemon is really good. Green tea in of itself, it's kind of minty. I can definitely see that being good for the throat. I'm getting ready to raid too. Oh my gosh, you too? Oh no. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't take. Let's go search for somebody. Maybe we can raid someone together and surprise them. Dude, wouldn't that be crazy? Tell me who you're gonna raid or I'll find someone. Oh my gosh. We're like searching together. Yeah, I got nothing. I got like one person online. Collab raid, yeah, let's go, dude. That'd be so gosh darn cool. Big gay. Tell me, who are we raiding? Wouldn't that be so cool? My gosh, let's try it. Let me find someone. Yes. Yeah, my dude. I know someone, but they're not doing art. I'm sure that's totally fine. I'm sure that is completely fine. Personally, I don't only raid art streamers. I like to raid game streamers too. It's Twitch after all. We can't just ignore like 90% of the streamers on Twitch, you know what I mean? Can't be super selective about that. I like video games too. And there might be some days where I might stream in the future video games, like Panel to Pawn and stuff. Her name is Danny Blizzard. She does Dead by Daylight in case you guys can't find someone. Ooh, good friend. Oh, that would be super, super cool. Let's see what Big Gay does. Let's see what our Gary friend does. My buddy Stevie is playing Horizon Forbidden West. Ooh, okay, what's their channel name? Let's do it. Yeah, that game is lit. Let's do it, man. Let's do this thing. My dear. My friend. Stevie Eclipse, perfect. Alright, Stevie Eclipse. I think I spelled it right. Alright, Stevie Eclipse. Alright, here we come. You guys, let's all raid over there. That is so amazing. Let's do that thing, you guys. Okay. Y'all ready? We're about to raid over. Have a super amazing evening. I'll see you around. Thank you guys.